with Say What with special guest Melissa, who is right here. We're on the second block now of our topics this week, and here we go. We ready? Next question. Construction of AI data centers has placed a heavy toll on resources, pushing back their scheduled opening. Mike wrote, it's ironic. So many Facebook users are against data centers. That's kind of ironic, right? And then Sam wrote, I wonder why we have massive data centers appearing all over the country. It's not as though they are recording and storing every thought, post, action, decision, or every single person. That would be weird. So a little bit conspiracy theory land here, right? But here we are at data centers coming to Wisconsin. They're kind of being delayed because they're hitting all sorts of resource blocks in there. What do you guys think? I have opinions too.
And what's your opinion?
Go for it.
Our special guest first.
I know that there is a need for data centers, but I also know that there's a real need to make sure that the resources are not exploited and that the areas that these move into can sustain them with the natural resources and the human resources that are around. So
yeah, Agnes?
I completely agree with Melissa as well. I think it just has to be a little bit of caution entailed in all of that and the way that the resources are used.
This story is interesting because it's so new. These are so new and they take so much energy to run them that these infrastructures aren't quite designed for that yet, right? So we'll see. All right, next question. Student cell phones locked away during school at Pacelli High School. Nancy wrote, this is a great idea for every school so kids can learn to communicate better with everyone around them. Alexander wrote, won't be long before we are lining the walls with foil so the kids can't connect in the classroom. So, all right, so I like Nancy's. All right, so Agnes, you were first.
Okay, I think this is an excellent thing that they are doing, and I hope that they do expand that in multiple schools across the state, across the region. I mean, I grew up without completely having any cell phones in the classroom. I don't even think I brought I rarely even brought my cell phone unless it was an emergency. So I think this is great to communicate, to focus on the education, and to take a break completely.
Okay.
I agree that they shouldn't have the phones in their classrooms, but maybe in the lockers for, catching up. But sports things change all the time. After school activities come up, it would be nice if during their break time they could still use their phone.
Or lunchtime, to check.
And I would say parents need to support that because I know there are teachers out there who feel that they're not supported by
the parents.
Their parents or even the principal. More so leans toward the parents when it comes to big decisions like this. So parents should get behind the education piece of it. But with a clear way to communicate with your kids during the school if you got to get a hold of them. Right?
Yeah.
All right, so the last one I have on here is last week, of course, got pretty chilly across the Northwoods, and we had our first freeze warnings, right? So Mary Jean wrote, not ready for the cold weather. Alexander wrote, won't be long until we wake up to 18 inches in a snowstorm. Agnes, who always loves the cold and snow, in her high heels, what are you thinking right now?
Well, let's see. I love snowmobiling and snowboarding, so I love it for that aspect, but I also am not ready for it, and I want it to be, warmer and more temps, so I'm not ready.
Yeah, it was kind of crummy to have to turn on the heat.
Oh, yeah, and I did that too.
Get the extra blanket
It gets a little pricey, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to have a thing next week on our winter outlook, so stay tuned for that. But until then, thank you, ladies, for joining us
Melissa.
today.
Thanks
for having me on.
You here.
We'll see you soon, right? In a couple weeks.
Couple more weeks.
Stay tuned for the Cider Lady.
We will be right back after this break.
They want you